The show has an AL East matchup. It's the Baltimore Orioles and the Boston Red Sox. Today, our focus is on a team that's been absolutely tearing it up at the plate, Singy.
Yeah, you got that right, Boo. This lineup has been a nightmare for opposing pitchers, and everyone is contributing. Eager to see if that carries over to this one.
Can't seem to save a single thing. Who's afraid of evil thing? Stitch with the time and people's dreams are from the norm. We appear quite average. No mask, no costume, no pre-exposed lavish. I'm managed to kill cats, courtesy, constant. Some pole back, though now we're even. For the love of the people, equal standing, no ground zero with you, but I want to bet about.
First pitch coming your way next. All right, just about ready for baseball. And towing the slab in this one, Zach Penrod. And Singy, we were talking earlier about how he's doing a great job navigating through tough spots.
I've just been so impressed with when it seems like there's more pressure, he's more calm and settles in. He's done an incredible job with runners in scoring position. Most guys, they get a little tight, they start to aim the baseball, but for some reason, he gets looser, the ball comes out of his hand with more life, and he's able to wiggle off the hook of tough situations and get his team back in the dugout.
Yeah, that's fouled off. One now. On the ground at first. Takes it himself. One up, one down.
Batting second.
All right, let's take a look at the Orioles lineup now. They've had a great year offensively, as good an offensive team as you will find.
They're deep, first and foremost, but the way that they can manipulate their personnel for matchups and everything else, it's very intelligent the way that they use their team, and I think it creates a little bit of uncertainty for opposing teams, especially in a big game, big series.
Ryan Mountcastle stands in now and watches strike one.
It didn't take Mountcastle long to make a splash at the major league level. In 2021, he became the first rookie to lead the Orioles in home runs since Kurt Blefary in 1965.
Whips it to Casas. Quick start to this afternoon's action. 2 gone. 2 down, bases empty. Now a chance for Gunnar Henderson. Henderson, 23 years old, and he was selected to the All-Star game last year. Back to the mound. It hit him. Safe at first, and an infield single keeps the inning going. Definitely some concern here. That ball came back and got him right on the pitching arm, as you can see him trying to shake it off.
And if nothing else, you worry about him getting some dead arm and losing some feeling, but from what I can tell, I think they're going to let him continue, and that's a really good sign.
Here's Tyler O'Neill. 3 hits and 12 trips so far in the series. Over to first, and he's safe. And that one upstairs, ball 1. Next offering is fouled back. 2 gone, but the go-ahead run is at first here in the finale of this 4-game set. Next offering is in for a strike.
Felly left that changeup up, got away with one there, and he'll.
Oh, that pitch got away from him, and that's a hit by pitch. He had him 1-2, and he ends up hitting him with a pitch. Colton Cowser in the box now. No balls and a strike.
0-1.
And a foul ball. 2 aboard, 2 outs. Just missed.
No, that missed. That's a ball.
Really good take, especially with 2 strikes.
Foul ball, still a 1-2 count.
I wouldn't throw him another breaking ball. Try to go again with the fastball, slightly elevated. He just is having a hard time catching up.
Inside.
Ball, that's it.
And that's ball 2. Henderson over at second. O'Neill on at first with 2 down. Oh, can't pick it up cleanly. Still able to fire over, but it's not in time. Base hit.
Love how he became a really tough out with 2 strikes right there. Fielder got a piece of it, but the way that thing came off the bat, no surprise at all. He couldn't pick it cleanly. It's a very difficult play, and that swing definitely.
Base hit. 1 run is in. Now the 2nd run is in, and they lead by 2.
Batting 7. Catcher,
Not sure if
Adley
too many people have
Rutschman.
been paying attention to it quite yet, Singy, but that extends his hit streak to 11 now.
Well, I know he knows about it, even if a lot of our viewers don't, and this is when it's clear it's no fluke. 11 games in a row. Man, that's when even the hitting coach starts to leave you alone. You're going so good that nobody wants to mess it up.
Hit on the ground to the right side. Casas takes it himself. That ends the inning, and they limit the damage. But 2 runs for him, and they jump ahead. Bottom half of inning number 1 coming up. It's the Orioles 2 and the Red Sox nothing. Back here at Fenway Park, and towing the slab, Dean Kramer. What do we have on him?
Yeah, and his whip tells you he's been pretty effective this year on the mound. I mean, opposing hitters having a hard time getting on base and then being able to really distract him and do damage in terms of getting around the base path. So taking the mound, this is a guy you want out there if you're his teammate, and I expect him to be good in this one.
Jarren Duran, the leadoff batter, as he looks at ball 1.
Well, after scoring runs, this is where you're looking for that shutdown inning. Get that hot team back in there to swing the bats.
And there's a ball.
That's in. Ball.
Two-0. Right through there for a strike. And a base hit. So a runner aboard to start the inning.
Batting 2nd, right fielder, Wilyer.
Wilyer Abreu up next for the Red Sox. Swinging the bat well in the series. 5 for 12 so far. Inside corner for a strike. 0-1. Ground ball right side, could be 2. 1 at second. Not in time at first. It's a fielder's choice. And it's Rafael Devers in the box.
3rd baseman, Rafael Devers.
And a first pitch fastball is in for a strike. Man at first, 1 away. Next offering is fouled back. The pitch. That one just misses, and that is ball one.
His understanding of the strike zone, very impressive. That was a very close 0-2 fastball. I just don't know how you take that.
Cut out and missed. Curveball struck him out.
That right there is one of those breaking balls that you swing through and you feel like you should have done something with it or at least spoiled it away. But when it's breaking in on you like that, if the spin is tight enough, it can actually tie you up.
Here's Alex Bregman. 3 for 11 in the series coming in. Hit in the air, left field. O'Neill. He makes the grab, and that will end the inning. One left for the Red Sox, and they're down 2-0. All set for the start of the inning. And now the DH, Ramon
Laureano.
Penrod back to work. Top of the zone for a called strike.
0-1.
Just
no, that's
missed.
outside. Ball.
The 1-1 is fouled off. Keeps the at-bat going with a foul ball. Struck him out looking.
Batting ninth, second baseman
Next to hit,
Jorge
Mateo. And that's in for a strike. One out, bases empty. Foul ball. That's off the mark, and that's ball one. Ripped in the air, left field, and a touchdown for a base hit. And now the lineup turns over with one away.
Now batting center fielder Cedric Mullins.
So the lineup flips over. Cedric Mullins, the next to hit for the Orioles. Mateo back safely. Grounded out his first time. And immediately pumps in a strike to the left-handed hitter. Penrod ready to fire now. Mateo runs. Throw to second. Save. That was close, but StatCast shows us why he so often seems to be on the safe side of these steal attempts, Chris.
Yeah, you see that plus speed, and he needed every last bit of it to swipe that bag. Such a threat on the bases.
Now a check on him at second, back safely. Check swing, and he went. Going to count 1 and 2.
1 and 2's the count.
One out and a runner at second here at the top of the second. That one just misses.
2-2.
Goes down swinging for the strikeout. Slider got him for strike 3.
Well, that slider down and away, it's just kind of a slow death. With 2 strikes you're looking to protect, and halfway to the plate, you know you've committed, and you know you're going to have no chance of touching it. Tell you what, sometimes you just have to tip your cap.
Here's Ryan Mountcastle. Grounded out his first time. That's in for a strike on the outside corner. 0-1.
No balls. 1 strike.
Mateo stands at second with 2 gone. Yeah, big swing and a miss.
Well, I know they've gotten out to an early lead, but you don't want to
2
take
strikes.
these opportunities for granted. With 2 outs, still lock in with a quality at bat. Drive in that run. You may not
1-2.
have another runner in scoring position the rest of this ball game.
And there's a rocket into the outfield. And that one's going to get into the corner. They extend their lead as the runner scores from second.
Couldn't have timed it up any better than that.
Now
Nice
batting,
job of driving that pitch the
shortstop,
other way
Gunnar
on a
Henderson.
line. You know, hitters, they take so many reps in the cages working on going to the opposite field, and it doesn't always translate into the game, but right there it did, and he did it perfectly.
So runner at second, 2 down. Now here is Gunnar Henderson. And first offering is fouled off. Runner at second, 2 down. Swings through that one for strike 2.
Very well
0-2.
executed changeup right there. If he can command the fastball consistently, that's going to be an important pitch in terms of him turning this outing around.
And a swing and a miss. Down on strikes. That ends the inning and stops things from getting out of hand. The O's add 1 on an RBI double. It's now 3-0. You're watching Major League Baseball on the show. Ready to go for the last half of the inning. And stepping in for Boston, Tristan Casas.
Tristan Casas.
Everybody favors we can live it up. You only live once, you gotta live it up. Yes, my red tie with your red dress.
Outside.
1-0.
A 3-0 lead is great, but you can't get too comfortable. Got to stay aggressive, keep attacking hitters, try to cruise through this ball game.
And the 1-0. Fought off foul. The 1-1. Foul ball there. Fouls it off. Still 1-2. High fly ball out towards left center. Mullins in pursuit. No trouble here. Puts it away for the out. 1 away.
Batting 6, second baseman.
Still stepping in for Boston,
Campbell.
Christian Campbell.
There is a reason, and then if I retreat, then I'm worth pulling the trees, and man, I want to be blameless. Strange and unashamed about his
Line to left. O'Neal makes the grab. 2 down.
Batting 7, catcher.
2
Blake
outs, bases empty.
Sabol.
Blake Sabol up next for the Red Sox.
Not getting the results he's wanted at the plate recently. Only 2 hits over the last 5 games.
And the first pitch misses for ball 1. Swing and a miss. Strike 1.
Threw that fastball right by him,
1 ball, 1
slightly
strike.
elevated. That's a confidence boost for this guy out there on the mound. See if he continues to climb the ladder.
That's
No,
off the
that's
mark, and it's 2-1. There's a strike at the knees.
2-2.
Foul ball, another 2-2 upcoming.
That wasn't an easy pitch to hit. It's much easier to do damage against mistakes, but that's not what that pitch was.
And it's filled
Count
up.
is full.
2 out, space is empty. Foul ball, and it remains a full count. Check swing at the full count offering. Appeal to third. And he held back, according to Rusty Valentine.
Well, that's a nice job of grinding out that at bat. Saw a lot of pitches and ends up drawing the walk. Very gritty.
Trevor Story comes up to the plate. You talk about elite defensive players, especially in the middle of the diamond, and this guy is at the top of the list.
Yeah, we go beyond just the fielding percentage and what it looks like, but the ability to have a range and close holes that are normally there against an average defender. But this guy is special, and you can see it in his first step quickness.
Rutschman makes the grab. And that is that. And the Red Sox lead one. They trail it here 3-0. And we're back. New inning getting started. Here's the left fielder, Tyler O'Neill. Clips the corner. It's 0-1.
Boog, and the one thing about that is speed never goes in a slump, and defense shouldn't either. Hitting-wise, you can struggle, you can lose your mechanics, but the thing that you can do consistently every single game is play great defense if you're talented in that way, and this is what this guy does.
And as well, lots of pop in that bat, so you combine the slug with really good defense. Swing and a miss, struck him out. Make it 4 strikeouts for him on the bump today. Colton Cowser, the next to hit for the Orioles, reached on an infield single his first time. And a foul ball. Next offering is fouled back. One down, base is empty. Fans another, and that's 3 straight strikeouts. Back-to-back strikeouts to start the frame, and that's now 3 in a row.
Yeah, he's really settling in and getting a feel for his pitches, throwing them where he wants to right now. So we'll see how long he can keep this streak going.
Mayo batting for the second time, and that's strike 1.
This is important. If he can go 1, 2, 3 here, will be a very positive sign for him and for his team.
There's a swing and a miss.
1-2.
Struck him out swinging. And he strikes out the side in the third. Nothing doing this time around for the O's, but they lead it 3-0.
I got my bands up, 20s, 50s, 100s in my hand. VIP, I'm cooling like a fan. I ain't here for problems, not again.
Welcome back, and take a look at some hot hitting in this series as we check out the numbers.
Rafaela.
Check swing, called strike.
First pitch strike right there for him. He's going to have to do that consistently if he's going to give any length to his skipper.
Right through there for a strike. Next offering is down low. That one missed.
All right, so in this at bat, he's seen a couple of off-speed pitches, now back-to-back fastballs. In this count, you definitely got to stay back. Make sure you don't get out in front and be prepared to shorten up and hit the ball the other way.
Gets a piece and stays alive. Comes a 2-2. Spoils a 2-strike pitch, and he'll see another. just
Count
off
is full.
the outside part of the plate. Out towards left center. O'Neill sizes this one up. And there's one down.
Now batting, left fielder, Jaron
So the batting order
Duran.
turns over. Jaron Duran up next for the Red Sox. 1 for 1. He led off the bottom of the first with a single. Close
No, that
one,
missed.
doesn't get the call. Ball 1.
1-0.
And there's a
Ball.
ball. For a strike. Tap foul at the plate. That's out to center field. Out number 2.
Now batting, right fielder, Wilyer Abreu.
So digging in, Wilyer Abreu. He's 0 for 1. Check swing called strike. Strike 1. And that one in the air center field. Mullins makes the play, and that is the third out of the inning. Back here in
Leading off for
Boston.
the
Start of the
Orioles,
fourth. Here's
catcher
Adley Rutschman.
Rutschman.
Rutschman, a former All-Star, 27 years
One
old.
ball, no
He's
strikes.
been on a terrific run at the plate, hitting over 350 in his last 10. On the ground to third, Devers sends it across to first, and one gone to the fourth as they get the leadoff man.
Now batting, designated hitter Ramon Laureano.
Laureano comes up to hit. He was a strikeout victim his first time. Check swing, and he went. That's strike 1.
0-1.
Base is empty, 1 away. Top half of inning number 4. Swings and misses. That's strike 2.
0-2.
It was bumpy in the early going for the lefty, but he settled into a really nice groove. On the ground. Whips it across, and Laureano is retired.
Good slider inside right there. Batter fighting
Up
to get
next
there.
for
Just
the
rolled over
Orioles,
it. Got the
second
ground ball.
baseman Jorge Mateo.
And stepping in is the speedy Jorge Mateo. A single and a run scored and a walk. That one fouled off. Comes up empty. That's strike 2.
Man, he really
0-2.
sells the changeup with that arm action.
And misses
That's in.
inside.
Definitely a swing and miss slider down and in. He finished that really well. Just couldn't get him to offer at it.
Next one is off the plate. It's 2-2.
He's really tightening up his hitting zone with 2 strikes here. I love it.
Fouled off, and they'll do it again. And a swing and a miss, and that's that. 3 up, 3 down for the Orioles, but they lead at 3-0.
before she hit the block. Body grown, full grown, and it's never out of stock. Can you match it? Never met her match it. Talking about some time.
Welcome back. Let's take a look at how the series has played out so far.
Third baseman, Rafael Devers.
And the first offering a fastball for a strike.
Well, he's been incredibly efficient in this one. First pitch strike percentage over 70%. That's well above league average, and that's what's allowed him to pitch well up until this point.
0-2.
He goes down looking.
Well, that at-bat seemed to be over as soon as it started. 3-pitch strikeout. You've got to be better at the plate right there, at least to foul something off, extend that at-bat.
And next is the designated hitter, Alex Bregman. First pitch misses. And that one lifted in the air center field. Mullins settles under this one. 2 away down.
Up next for the Red Sox, first
Tristan
baseman,
Casas up next for the Red Sox.
Everybody favors we can divvy up. You only live once, you gotta live it up. Yes.
Swing and a pop-up. Mayo squeezes it, and that's the third out. Red Sox go down 1-2-3. Still down 3-0. Welcome back. Quite a pitcher's duel so far. Here's how the starters have performed up to this point.
Funk up the plays. We just trying to dance, yo. Turn up the bass. We about to go. What's about to happen, girl? You already know. Taking control. We can take this ride, go faster or slow.
Penrod back to work. That's a slider for a strike.
Now, just a cement mixer slider right there. It's a great pitch to hit if you can recognize it early and jump on it.
Swing and a ground ball. Sneaks through. Base hit. And they have their first base runner since the second inning.
Now batting, the first baseman, Ryan Mountcastle.
And now the first baseman, Ryan Mountcastle. And that's outside. And that's ball one. Swing and a foul out of play. Deep drive down the line. Foul ball.
That's foul.
Well, he's ready for that fastball right there. Really turned on it, hit it hard, had the distance, but just too much hook to it. So might want to make a little bit of an adjustment, let it travel a little more, and see if you can keep that thing fair.
Still 2-2 after the foul ball. Runner at first with no outs here. And it remains 2-2. Swings through it, and that's a strikeout.
Now batting.
So up next, Gunnar Henderson.
Struck out on just 3 pitches last time.
And that one is lifted in the air. Rafaela sizing this one up. No trouble here. Puts it away for the out. And there's 2 down. So here's the cleanup hitter, Tyler O'Neill.
Left fielder, Tyler O'Neill.
That one finds the zone, and it's 0-1. Mullins, the runner at first with 2 gone. And that's a base hit. They stop the lead runner at second. Now 2 on with 2 outs.
Now batting, right fielder, Colton Cowser.
The next to hit for the Orioles.
And a first pitch fastball is in for a strike.
If he can get through this one, put up a 0, this will help in his outings to come.
First and second, 2 down. And we're at the top of the 5th. This one popped up. Casas settles underneath it. He's got it. And that is that. No runs on 2 hits, no errors, and 2 men left stranded. Home half of the 5th coming up. It's the Orioles 3 and the Red Sox nothing. Welcome back. Let's check out what's been happening of late. Really been playing well.
Second baseman, Christian Campbell.
Strike 1.
You know, these Red Sox just haven't produced as many competitive at-bats as I'd like to see in this one. They really haven't worked many deep counts or long at-bats, and that's fine if you're having a lot of success. But at this point, I think it's time to make an adjustment.
Cowser pulls it down, and he makes the catch. And there's 1 away.
Now batting, catcher Blake
Now it's going to be Blake Sable. That one a little bit high, and it's 1-0.
1-0.
Right through there for a strike. Ground ball up the middle. That's a base hit. So they get a man aboard with a 1-out single. Wide throw, and it gets away.
Dominant performance for him today, Boog. Just 2 hits allowed so far, no runs across either, and he's had an answer for just about every hitter he's faced. So I don't think this hit is going to knock him off his stride too much.
Now batting.
Here's Trevor Story. Popped out, found ground first time through. Just off the outside edge, and that is ball 1. The shortstop takes the ball.
Last 2 pitches have been down in the zone. Pitcher clearly trying to get that ground ball double play, but in this count, he's going to have to give in, elevate his pitches, and get back into this at bat.
Next offering is in for a strike.
Good approach right there. You want to get something just a little higher that you can elevate. Stay out of that double play.
Fouled off left side. Ground ball could be 2. Off balance feed. There's 1 to first, not in time. Great effort there.
Tough play right there. Didn't really have enough time to set his feet and make a strong, accurate throw. Had to rush it, but he got it off, and he got it there in time to get that out at second base.
And next for the Red Sox, Ceddanne Rafaela.
Fly to left his first time.
And that misses. And that's ball 1.
1-0.
Two outs. Swing and a foul back, and that's out of play. That to right. And that'll fall for a base hit.
And now first and second with 2 outs.
Now batting, left fielder
Jarren Duran up next for the Red Sox. 1 for 2. Check swing of the first pitch. Look down to third. He did not go around. Pulls that one foul. Story on second. Rafaela at first. 2 out of the inning. That one clips the outside corner. Now 1-2.
1 ball, 2 strikes.
Chop to the right side. Mateo gets it to first, and that will end the inning. Boston strands a pair. They trail in this one 3-0. Back here at the ballpark, let's check out the latest news from around the league.
Kobe Mayo.
Breaking down the young and what I owe them. Trying to fit into an aura that I'm molded. Off the mold, break the cycle of who likes you and what you might do if you tried to. They call me Kanye Psycho. I tried to defend.
And that chops in for a strike.
Man, this guy's got a great feel for his breaking ball today.
High fly ball, and that one curling foul down the right side. That's down and in.
0-2 fastball way out of the zone. I think he's trying to speed him up. Got to stay back. Off speed's probably coming.
In the air, left field, Duran. Hauls it in for the out.
Now batting, catcher Adley
Rutschman digs in now. He's grounded out a couple of times. And strike one to the catcher.
0-1.
And ball 1.
1-1.
Base is empty, 1 away, and we're in the top half of the 6th. Out towards right center field. That's a base hit.
Now batting, the designated hitter, Ramon
Man at first with 1
Laureano.
gone. Now it's the DH, Ramon Laureano. In there at the knees, 0-1.
No balls, 1 strike.
Quickly into an 0-2 count. Both pitches were down in the zone. I think you set your sights a little bit higher because you'll have a tendency to chase if you look down in that area.
Maybe a 2 ball. 5, 4, 3 double play. And the inning is over. No runs, 1 hit, no errors, and no one left. 2-3-4 due up in the home half of the 6th. It's the Orioles 3 and the Red Sox nothing. Bottom of the inning. Now the number 2 hitter, Wilyer Abreu. There's a strike. Activity in the bullpen for Baltimore. Yennier Cano is up and throwing for Brandon Hyde. Baker getting loose as well. This one popped up. Foul ground, first base side. And that's a foul ball. Started to swing, held up. The next offering misses. And that's ball 2.
2 balls, 2 strikes.
Stays alive. Gets a piece there. We'll do it again. Swing and a miss. Struck him out. And he's registered 3 Ks in this one.
He came out of his mechanics there. Typically likes to shoot the ball the other way. But that time, a little anxious.
Devers now.
Went down looking on 3 pitches last time. Let's see if he can be a little more aggressive right here.
Alex Bregman up next for the Red Sox. Bregman hitting better against right-handers this year, so some reverse splits there. Swinging a foul straight back.
Now this team is definitely looking for a big swing of the bat right here. Try to close that gap. But, you know, at the very least, if you could find a way to manufacture that run from first, it feels like it's really important at getting back into this ball game.
Ball to strike. And that's outside.
Back-to-back breaking pitches away, you get the feeling as a hitter that the pitcher's afraid of you, that he doesn't want to challenge you. So I think the confidence level is raised right here.
Check swing. Did he go? Yes, he did.
2-2 is the count.
Two now. Inside, just missed.
Count's full.
Fouled off again, and it remains 3-2. And ball
That's
four
ball
to
four.
a board.
Take your base.
He's making things difficult for himself right now out there on the mound. But,
first
you know, his
baseman,
confidence should still be high enough to
Casas.
get out of this. But he's going to have to buckle down right here.
First and second, one out. Now here is Tristan Casas. 0 for 2 in this one. Close one.
Ball.
Doesn't get the call. Ball
One ball, no
Home plate
strikes.
umpires trying to tighten things up a little bit.
And that one fouled off. Next pitch,
2-1.
not close, up high.
Could be some action here on this next pitch. Couple runners on. Probably a challenge pitch coming.
And a pop-up, right side, foul territory. And a foul ball.
Just missed. If he's able to connect on that, look out.
Two on, one out. Ground ball to the right
Foul
side.
ball.
And it goes just foul. And foul ball. Just misses. Full count, 3-2. Christian Campbell waiting to bat for the Red Sox. Good battle here, about to be the 8th pitch of the at-bat. And they're all loaded up.
Ball four.
His ability to draw walks has been something that's been part of his career since day one.
Now the Orioles manager is out of the dugout, and he'll make a move to the pen. Dean Kramer done for the day. It's a 3-run game, and we'll be back to tell you about the new arm in a minute.
Now pitching for
Righty
Baltimore,
reliever out of the pen, Andrew
number 39.
Kittredge.
Still a lot of game
Andrew
left,
Kittredge.
and this game could go either way. So this is a big opportunity for him to get some important outs and try to help carry this lead into the later innings.
So bases loaded with one away. Christian Campbell up next for the Red Sox. In there for strike one.
Tough situation right here. It's so important as a pitcher to get ahead in the count as he did right there.
With the go-ahead run at the plate here in the bottom of the 6th. That one close,
ball.
ruled a ball. And the count is 1-1. Swing and a miss at a slider.
All sliders so
1-2
far in
is
this
the count.
at bat to get ahead in the count, and clearly shows there was a game plan in mind for how to attack him in the box.
Swings and misses, struck him out.
Definitely made him chase a little bit out of the zone right there. I don't think that's
Now
a strike if he
catcher,
takes it.
Blake
Pretty textbook
Snell.
pitching. Get ahead in the count, get the guy in the box on his heels, and then force him to chase your pitch where he doesn't have much of a chance to do any damage.
And stepping in for Boston, Blake Sable. Delivers a pitch in for a strike at 95. Devers, the runner at third. Bregman at second. Casas on at first with 2 down. Strike 2, and there's a real chance they get out of this without allowing
balls,
a run.
2 strikes.
Not close
1-2.
with that one. 1-2 to count. bases. One runs in. A second scores as well, and now they trail by one. A 2-run double.
Well, there you go. The RBI machine. Another clutch run scoring at bat.
Yeah, he's been so good in these situations. Call it clutch if you want, but his resume speaks for itself. Now it's the shortstop, Trevor Story. And the slider just misses. Second and third, 2 down. Out to short, Henderson. Throw is wide. He's off the bag. Run scores, and this inning continues.
That's a play you expect your shortstop to make pretty much every time. Pretty routine. Hard to tell if he didn't get a great grip on it or the mechanics on him just broke down, but that gives this offense an extra out to work with.
So 2 outs with runners on the corners. So stepping in for Boston, Ceddanne Rafaela. Check swing. He went too far, and it's a strike.
Ball game is still tied. They can get out of this inning with a tie game.
Line drive, base hit. The run scores from third, and it's an RBI single. It's 4-3.
Couple of hits in a row for him here. Just a really nice approach to shoot that line drive to the opposite field. There's a lot of hard work and discipline that goes into getting a result like that at the plate. Doesn't come naturally for most hitters.
First and second, 2 outs. Durant now at the plate, 1 for 3. Chop to first. Mountcastle. He steps on the bag. That'll end the inning after a lot of scoring. So 9 batters come to the plate. 4 of them score. 7th inning coming up. The Red Sox 4 and the Orioles 3.
Now pitching for
Welcome
the Red
back.
Sox.
We're in the 7th. We have a new pitcher on the
Number
mound.
83.
Brennan Bernardino.
And as relievers go, he's not a big strikeout guy. He tries to force weak contact, so command and execution are huge for him.
Mateo
That's a
up to
ball.
bat next. Lays off for a ball. That just misses.
That's a ball.
And now 2-0. Right through there for a strike. Ground ball, Casas. And he takes it himself for the out.
If you want to be a great defense, you have to deliver consistently. It doesn't matter how many highlight reel plays you make if you can't execute the small stuff, just like we saw.
And next for the Orioles, Cedric Mullins. Slider clips the corner. Bernardino, the tall lefty. He features a sinker, a curve, a cutter, and he works in a slider. Looking to get the tying run on base. Got him swinging. So he's down on just 3 pitches. Watch the first 2 and then chased after the third.
Yeah, not a very good at bat right there, Boog, but that was also some excellent pitching. The 0-0 and 0-1 pitches were both right on the edge of the strike zone, so it's not like he watched 2 cookies go by. Then a great job of expanding and making him chase the 0-2, knowing he would be in protect mode.
On the ground, out to short. Story sends it over to first, and it's a 1-2-3 inning. Orioles held in check there. Score holds at 4-3. We're back in a new pitcher here to start the bottom of the 7th. Keegan Aiken.
And he's done a great job keeping the ball in the park this year. The numbers stack up with some of the best in the game.
Keegan Aiken.
Now it's the right fielder, Wilyer Abreu. 0 for 3 in this one.
Wilyer Abreu.
In there at the knees. It's 0-1. Check swing called strike. Outside low. And the count 1-2.
Tough to take a two-strike changeup that just missed. I think it froze him.
On the outside corner, got him looking.
Now that
Here's
is
Rafael
third
Devers.
baseman, Rafael Devers.
And Devers hits that one. O'Neill on his horse. Puts it away for the out.
Now batting, designated hitter.
2 down,
Alex
base is empty.
Bregman.
And next will be the cleanup hitter, Alex Bregman. And it's fouled away. 2 down, nobody on. Here at the bottom of the 7th. And there's a foul ball. That one
That's
missing inside. Foul ball, still a 1-2 count. And he gets Bregman. And a nice inning of work there as he sets him down 1-2-3. Nothing doing here this half. We look ahead to inning number 8. The Red Sox 4 and the Orioles 3.
What you gonna do, man? What you gonna do? Everything they want, but they won't do. These days people say.
Now pitching.
Welcome back, and a new arm on the mound to start the 8th. Justin Slayton. On for the 30th time this year. Here's the shortstop at the plate, Gunnar Henderson. He's turned into one of the best shortstops in the game. Right down the chute, and it's 0-1.
Late in the game, everyone gets a little tighter. Way to get ahead on a really good hitter right there.
Hard hit, right side. Tosses to first. First out in the top of the 8th.
Couple of pitches and
Now
a quick
batting,
out.
left fielder Tyler O'Neill.
Tyler O'Neill will hit next. Up the middle, Campbell. In plenty of time to first, and a couple of quick outs.
That play won't be trending on social
Up
media
next
later
for the
on, but it's
Orioles,
still
right
important to
fielder,
execute it to
Colton
perfection.
Cowser.
This game is a lot harder than it looks, partner.
Colton Cowser getting ready to hit. He swings and misses at the first pitch. 0-1.
0-1.
Trying to hold a 1-run lead, and we're in the top of the 8th. Next offering
1-1.
is in the dirt. Back up the middle and a base hit. Just kind of sliced that one into center.
Up next for the Orioles, third baseman.
So
Kobe
next to hit for
Mayo.
Baltimore, Kobe Mayo. Slate checks the runner, and he dives back in safely. And there's the strike.
Well, in this situation, the hitter knows that he's got to find a pitch that he can drive in order to drive in that tying run all the way from first base. So if he can't do that, keep the line moving through a walk or just a base hit. But you got to stay within yourself.
1-1.
Not even close there. And 1-1. Now this is in the air down the line. Abreu on his way over. Drops into the glove. And that's the third out. One left for the Orioles. Still down a run. It's 4-3.
Now pitching for
Back
Baltimore.
now, new pitcher on the mound as
Number
we roll into the
78.
bottom of the 8th. Yennier Cano.
He's certainly been one of their better relief pitchers this season. The numbers are really solid, so they feel great about handing the ball over to him.
Leading off,
Leading
Tristan
off
Casas.
for the Red Sox, first baseman Tristan Casas.
Everybody favors we can give you up. You only live once, you gotta live it up. Yes, my red tie with your red dress. We ain't even playing, but we matching though. Everybody looking when we passing though. We just turn the strip into a fashion show.
He swings and fouls one off. Line drive, caught.
Nothing you can do about those as a hitter.
Now
Even though you
batting,
know that,
second
they still
baseman,
drive you
Christian
absolutely crazy.
Campbell.
Christian Campbell up next for the Red Sox. That misses the zone.
Outside.
And that's ball one. Base is empty, one away. Here, the bottom half of the 8th inning. And a swing and a miss. Movement in the Orioles bullpen. Gregory Soto is up and throwing for Brandon Hyde. Baker warming up as well. Next offering is in for a strike. Swings and misses. And there are 2 down. 2 outs, base is empty. Blake Sable up next for the Red Sox. And first offering is fouled off.
This guy's not wasting any pitches. Hitters got to get into swing mode. This is a good time to expand the zone. Throw something maybe down in the dirt.
That missed by a lot. And to count 1 and 2. Hit in the air, center field. Mullins has this one sized up. Hauls it in to end the inning.
Now pitching for
Welcome
the Red
back,
Sox.
and here comes the closer,
Number
Aroldis
44.
Chapman.
Well, he's the guy they hope to turn to out of the pen to lock down wins. So this game has gone to plan, more or less. Let's see if he can wrap it up here.
Now the Orioles catcher, Adley Rutschman. A switch hitter batting right. The pitch. And that's off the inside edge. And it's 1-0. Called strike right there.
Well, that's really the money spot, down and away. If you can locate that consistently, it's going to be real tough for hitters to square that up. That's what you love to see relievers do coming out of that bullpen.
That one missed.
That was absolute gas. Triple digits on the gun. It's just a different experience as a hitter watching that go by.
Next offering in there for a strike. And a count now even up. In the air, right side. Makes the grab. And there's one away. That's a big first out right there, and that changes things.
Yeah, you can kind of see how just the hope and optimism has shrunk a little bit, but they got a couple more outs to work with. They got to find a way to get a runner on and get one around the bases.
Laureano swings through it for strike 1.
Well, so many hard-throwing relievers in the game these days, you would think that hitters have made the adjustment, but I don't know if you ever get used to it. Just pumping gas out of the bullpen, so hard to play catch-up.
Crowd locked in right now. 1-run game here in the 9th. That just misses. Going to count 1-2.
Man, oh man, I don't know how you take that pitch. That's as close as it gets.
Here's a high chopper. Campbell. And Laureano is retired.
That's a huge defensive play in the late stages of the game. It might not be the most challenging we've seen today, but it needed to be made. That's helping your team.
So it's their last chance in this one. Here's the second baseman, Jorge Mateo. That one's upstairs, ball one. Swing and a miss.
1 ball, 1 strike.
And that is out of play. Chapman is just 1 strike away. And that just misses.
Good spot there, but didn't get the strike at the knees, and doesn't seem too convinced by the call out there on the mound as he tries to get a better sense of the umpire strike zone.
And that's outside.
Big pitch coming right here. Last thing he wants to do is put the tying run on base, but he can't groove one either.
Got him, and that's the ball game.
I don't care if you're a top team or you're a middle-of-the-pack team. Every ball club wants to be dominant at home. Winning a game like this just helps to boost the confidence and makes you look forward to coming out again for the next one.
And the final score here, 4-3. They hang on to win it by a run. For Chris Singleton and our entire outstanding crew here at MLB The Show, I'm John Sciambi. Thanks for joining us.